So probably many of you out there are questioning themselves and think, well, I want to build a business, but I simply don't have the money in order to do that. And I can tell you, don't worry about money. We live in a world where it has never been as easy as right now to achieve financial freedom through building a business. And also it has never been as easy to actually receive a lot of venture capital or receive capital from any place in the world. When you think about it, just 100 years ago, 50 years ago, or even 20 years ago, it was very difficult for entrepreneurs, for businessmen to get money from anyone. The only thing that they were able to do is work their butt off for years and years in order to have the capital, in order to build a business, or to get it from someone, to borrow it, and so on and so on. But we live in a world right now, and this is probably the best moment in time ever, where you can get money from people without taking any risk whatsoever. So how can you do that? How can you build a business without any money at all? And this is now video number 1 of that little series. I think this is going to be very interesting to you, and I'm just going to start off with basically venture capital and what kind of venture capital there is. So first of all, of course, a little introduction. What kind of venture capitalists, what kind of money are we talking about? So we talk first of all in this video about venture capitalists, then about seed funds, then about accelerators, and then afterwards about business angels. So first of all, of course, you can get money from venture capitalists. Venture capitalists or venture capital firm are basically companies that have capital in order to invest it into a venture, into a business, and that money you don't have to pay back most of the time. Actually, in around 95% of all times, you don't have to pay it back at all. There's no interest rate, nothing. They just give you the money and you give a part of your business. So let's say for $500,000, they want 30 or 40% of your business. That is perhaps, a very likely kind of ratio. So venture capital is basically just an amount of capital that you receive, plus you probably receive access to a distribution network of the company that invests in you, because most of the time these companies that invest in you are also the companies that are in the same sector as you are, so who really know how that sector works and how to make money in that sector. Plus they already perhaps sold products that are similar to your product, and that's why have already an existing customer base or a distribution network which you can use in order to sell your product as well. Because what they are interested in is basically that they make money through your business. So if your business becomes successful and they have a 30% stake in the business, they will make money off you. So let's say they give you $500,000 and you're making $1 million per year in profit. They'll make $300,000 in profit, meaning that in 2 years they'll be more than break even. They will make a profit of $100,000, and the business is growing and growing and growing, hopefully. So investing in companies is actually a great thing. I also invested a little bit already in one company, and I'll probably be investing in a couple of more. But anyway, so investing is a great thing to do, and that's why for many people nowadays, investing is a great way not just to save their own money, but actually to make it more. So when people invest in your company, they don't care really about you. Of course, they do care about the team and that your team is good, but they rather care in the sense that if they give you money, they believe that your business can actually make money and get them something in return. And also, you have to understand one thing, and we will talk about that later again in this video. If you want to get venture capital, you can apply just at one venture capitalist, one venture capital firm, or you can apply at many. And I think that is the best way to go, is that you can decide basically which venture capital to take from who. And also, I can give you one advice: if you want to apply for venture capital, understand that the official statistics is that 0.05% of all companies ever receive venture capital, and 97% of these companies are actually already middle-sized businesses who already have a product in an existing customer base, a proper target group, and that make money overall. So please understand that. So if you want to have venture capital, you should understand that if you have already a business, you have a much higher chance to get venture capital. And if you do not have a business yet, if you have a prototype, then the venture capitalists can minimize their own risk. So let's say you're presenting a prototype, the time span between now and finishing the product is much smaller if you already have a prototype than the time span if you just have an idea and the time of the launch. So the time span will be there pretty huge. So what venture capitalists are trying to do is to minimize their own risk and to make as much money as possible. So don't think that they really like you or like your idea in the sense that they just want to give you money for fun. No, of course not. They want to make money with you. So if you're presenting in front of venture capitalists, you also need to understand that they are just interested in making money with you. So you should show them how they can make money with you. Now, the second part of the series is about seed funds. So seed funds meaning that you are the seed, you are the business, and they invest with a fund in your business, in your seed. They let the seed grow. So meaning here is that they will give you a little bit of money, perhaps like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 or $50,000, most of the time not more than 100 grand. And they will give you that money in order to build your business, in order to do the marketing, in order to, first of all, do, of course, the product development. And afterwards, they will cash in a couple of percent of your business revenue. So let's say they will give you $100,000. They probably will cash in with around 10 or 20 or 30%. So this is very similar to venture capitalists. I think even seed funds are often for the people who are very undecided and who have not an idea yet, or just simply have an idea and no business, no prototype, nothing yet, no co-workers. So seed fund can then help you because they often also connect you with other entrepreneurs and people who are interested in building a business as well. So a seed fund is most of the time, again, for people who just have ideas in their mind and perhaps would not receive venture capital. So if you're one of these people, then of course you can apply for a seed fund, you can apply for a seat in that seed fund and do a couple of pitches, and then probably they will give you money. So seed funds are often, very much interested in investing in as many companies as possible, or many projects, many ideas as possible, because what they are doing is they most of the time do not give too much money. Sometimes they only give like $10,000 or $20,000 for your business. So, but they still often take like a big share in your idea, because they not just give you the money, they often also give you advice. They give you people, who will do the taxes for you, and so on, and connect you, of course, with the right people. Sometimes they even have a distribution network, which is also good. And of course, they will take your idea from an idea to an actual business that makes money. So that can be pretty satisfactory for some people. I, to be honest, would not choose a seed fund because I don't like the idea of just coming with an idea and get money from someone and then try to build it. I think you should build the idea first, build at least a prototype, then go to actual venture capitalist, get a lot of money, and then build that idea to the finished product. Then the next one is accelerator programs. So if you want to build a product, then accelerator program is good for you. Accelerator programs are often managed by a larger corporation, meaning, for example, my company received money from SAP. SAP is one of the probably biggest companies in the world, $1 billion company, and received venture capital from them. We were taking part in an accelerator program, meaning that their company was helping us to get bigger. So our company was kind of a part of their company. And the great thing was that we started a cooperation with SAP and ASUS directly after we pitched them the idea. So that was very good for us. And afterwards we went again for venture capital. But in that sense, right now, an accelerator program was good for us because we were cooperating then automatically with that big company that created that accelerator program. And also one thing was good. They gave us advice, they gave us money, of course, and they also helped us with the taxes and so on, gave us an office, paid for the Wi-Fi and phone and so on and so on. So at that point that was really good because we started off at the age of 17 building that business, and that really helped us to get it up. And then the last one is business angels. So business angels are basically individuals who already have big business and have private equity, who have money that they can invest in your business. And most of the time these people are also in the same sector as you are, so it is always smart to look for people who became successful in the sector that you're in currently or that you want to enter, and getting in contact with them. So business angels are people who you can talk to on one-on-one. There is no company or something behind them most of the time, except a company just for legal reasons in order to invest in your business. And they will help you grow your business, and often, are very fun to be with because it is much more personal level right here than in accelerator programs, in seed funds, or with venture capitalists. So business angels can help you, especially with money and advice, and often also have good contacts into the industry that perhaps, not even accelerator programs, seed funds or venture capitalists can give you, because they have like kind of one-on-one relationships. Often now it is B2C, so business to customer, kind of that you as a business talk to someone who could be a potential customer and could be someone who could help build your business. And in the sense, for venture capitalists and for seed funds and for accelerator programs, it's often B2B, meaning that they will connect you with other businesses who can help you to grow your own business. So often that is not what you want. So a business angel can help you. In the end, I recommend everything but seed funds. Of course, many people out there will say, well, but I had some very good experiences with seed funds. Of course, you can have that, but I seriously would recommend everything else but seed funds.